It's making news at midday. There could soon be a second COVID-19 vaccine option for young teens as Moderna begins the process of seeking FDA approval. And President Biden kicks off his overseas tour with a meeting with Britain's Prime Minister.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this hot and sticky Thursday. Mark is off today. A small cool down might be on the way. So let's head to the Weather Center where meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky has your certified most accurate forecast. Is that just wishful thinking on my part, Austin?
You know, I don't think it's wishful thinking. We are really seeing signs of a minor cool down, but that's just about it, though. We're not going to see any major drops in temperatures. We're still going to remain in the 80s, which is still quite a bit above average. Right now, though, it looks pretty gorgeous outside, but then you look at the temperatures, and it's another steamy one, 89 degrees. But once you factor in the higher dew points that we're looking at right now, it actually feels like it's 92. So really starting to crank up some of these temperatures. Monroe, actually not as warm right now. Same with Wisconsin Dells, both at around 85. But at 85 degrees, that's still about 10 degrees above average. Dew points in the mid to now upper 60s. Camp Douglas currently seeing 70 degrees for the dew point, and so is Platteville. So we are really cranking up those dew points. That brings up the heat index as well right behind it. So again, most of us actually feel like we're in those lower 90s. Some spots like Wisconsin Dells and Monroe still feel like they're about 87 degrees. Still a pretty hot day overall. Now our wind speeds are only around 5 miles per hour, but just like what we have seen the last few days, this would be a day where we could actually use some slightly increased wind speeds. Probably not going to see it, unfortunately. 90 degrees for the high, partly sunny skies. And just like, again, what we saw yesterday, there is that possibility for a little bit of a shower or an isolated thunderstorm. But what about that cool down? I'll have details on that here coming up in just a moment.
Even just a few degrees would make a difference. We'll feel it.
It really would. And we have those days in the forecast, so I can't wait to talk about them.
All right, that's good news. We'll check back in a little bit. Thank you, Austin. We have a first warn traffic alert for drivers near Beaver Dam. All lanes of Highway 151 are currently closed due to a crash. This is near County Highway DE. We're working to learn more information this noon about the number of cars involved. A plane made an emergency landing in Adams County yesterday. Authorities say no one was hurt. It happened in the area of Highway 23 north of Wisconsin Dells. It was a small private plane, and the pilot was forced to make an emergency landing when they noticed the engine failing. The plane was not damaged. A major announcement from Moderna this morning as their COVID-19 vaccine could soon be approved for young teens. Moderna has asked the Food and Drug Administration for emergency use authorization of its vaccine for 12 to 17-year-olds. Last month, a trial of more than 3,700 people in that age group showed none of the participants who received the vaccine contracted COVID-19 starting 14 days after their second dose. The FDA approved Pfizer's request for its shot in the same age group last month. Two former Wisconsin governors are teaming up for one common goal in the Badger State: getting people vaccinated.
What's up, Jim?
How are you, Scott?
I'm just ready to be done with this pandemic.
I couldn't agree with you more.
That's what I thought. Here's another thought. Let's do a commercial together reminding people in Wisconsin how important it is to be vaccinated.
That may be the best idea you've ever had.
I agree.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late, but it looks like everyone agrees. It's time to get vaxxed, Wisconsin.
UW Health teamed up with former Governor Scott Walker, a Republican, and Jim Doyle, a Democrat, on a new public service announcement encouraging all eligible Wisconsinites to get their vaccine. The two former governors and their wives have all been vaccinated. President Biden is in Cornwall, England for meetings with the British Prime Minister. This comes as the U.S. is announcing a major purchase of COVID vaccine doses for other countries to use. Skylar Henry has more from the White House.
President Biden remains focused on the coronavirus pandemic on his first full day of his overseas trip.
It's a great pleasure, Mr. President, to welcome you to Cornwall. It's a great pleasure to be here.
The president met with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson this morning, where the two discussed a number of issues, including when to lift COVID travel restrictions between the two countries. This comes as the U.S. announced it's purchasing 500 million COVID vaccine doses to donate to 92 low and lower middle income countries and the 55 member states of the African Union.
Make sure it's distributed equitably and to the countries that need help the most.
The White House says the vaccine doses will cost $3.5 billion and will come from money already approved by Congress.
We have to end COVID-19 not just at home, which we're doing, but everywhere.
But while the president is still at the start of his trip, the meeting next week with Russian President Vladimir Putin still looms large.
We're not seeking conflict with Russia. We want a stable, predictable relationship. But I've been clear. The United States will respond in a robust and meaningful way when the Russian government engages in harmful activities.
The president says he'll discuss the growing number of cyber attacks coming out of Russia when he meets with Putin. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The president will talk about the Russia issue with NATO and G7 allies prior to his meeting with President Putin. A French court has sentenced the man who slapped President Emmanuel Macron to 4 months in prison. This video of the incident went viral earlier this week. The French leader was greeting a crowd when Damien Terrell smacked Macron's left cheek. In court this morning, he described himself as a, quote, right-wing patriot. Terrell was also banned from ever holding public office in France or owning weapons for 5 years. More local news this noon. Taste of Madison will return this year with a new location. It will be held at Breeze-Stevens Field on Labor Day weekend, September 4th and 5th. The event was canceled last year because of the pandemic. Taste of Madison will be coined Taste of Madison Off the Square, since it typically takes place on the Capitol Square. You must buy a ticket to attend, and tickets go on sale next Tuesday. The Wisconsin Veterans Museum just announced its reopening plans. The museum will reopen July 1st. The museum has been closed for 16 months because of the pandemic. There will be new exhibits on Madison natives Roberta Wells and Akira Toki when the museum reopens. We're getting a first look this noon at a new initiative by Madison B-Cycle. Today, the group unveiled new art bikes at the Garver Feed Mill on News 3 Now this morning. It's a way to bring attention to issues or causes that exist in our community, similar to the murals that we saw in downtown Madison last year. The public is invited to see the showcase tonight from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. Riders can use the bikes starting tomorrow morning. The Milton High School boys golf team is headed to the WIAA state tournament. We first told you about this story yesterday. A playoff was held between Milton and Mukwonago this morning after a computer glitch led to a miscalculated score earlier this week. Milton defeated Mukwonago by 1 hole. It will be their first appearance in the state tournament since 1987. Congratulations. There's more to come today on News 3 Now at noon. Let's check in with Diane King Hall at the New York Stock Exchange.
The cost of inflation takes its toll on the consumer, and wanderlusters can trade in back to the office for back to the road life. I'm Diane King Hall at the New York Stock Exchange. Those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
Savor the goodness of Kemp's Simply Crafted ice cream. No artificial flavors, no shortcuts, ever. Just local farm fresh cream and a little magic in every scoop. It's simply delicious. Kemp's, good comes around. Bring home more Simply Crafted magic, now in sandwiches and pints.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
Since 1934, Steinhafels has been proud to be a local family-owned company. And we're excited to share that Steinhafels is now an employee-owned company. To celebrate, we're having a sale. Right now, take 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So come celebrate and save. Only at Steinhafels and steinhafels.com.
Okay, guys, we've been through a lot together. We all know sometimes it gets hard, but it's okay to not feel okay. You know what helps? A good book or going for a walk. Not now, Fred. But what really helps is to talk to someone, because to take care of each other, you gotta take care of you. If you need to talk to someone, your doctor will listen. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
This is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest brat, the brat that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
The Biden administration is buying 500 million doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine to donate. The White House says the donated doses will be distributed through COVAX, the global group working to provide vaccine access to poorer countries. 200 million of the U.S.-sponsored doses will go out this year, and 300 million in the first half of 2022. The cost of living in the U.S. rose in May. According to the Labor Department, consumer prices increased 0.6% and 5% from a year ago. The price of used cars and trucks pushed inflation higher. Food prices and shelter also rose. Fewer Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week. According to the Labor Department, first-time filings for weekly jobless claims fell by 9,000 to 376,000. The number moves the needle closer to pre-pandemic levels when jobless claims averaged 200,000 per week. And Airbnb says it is selecting a dozen people to live a nomadic life for 10 months. The program is called Live Anywhere on Airbnb, and it means what it says. Participants can hop around short-term rentals on the site's tab. You'll even get a transportation allowance. Interested travelers can apply online through the end of the month. The remote experience starts in September. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Let's see how stocks are doing at midday. Everybody in the green here. The Dow is up 108 points. The Nasdaq is up 70 and the S&P 500 up 17. The amount of money that Americans lost in prize and lottery scams last year shot up 33% compared to 2019. A new report from the Better Business Bureau shows about $227 million was stolen. It says these con artists often talk to victims every day, building trusting relationships, and try to isolate them from family and friends, and they will use any method they can.
If your viewers get an email, a call, any contact, a letter that says you've won a prize but you have to send money, rip up the letter, hang up the phone, and report it to law enforcement, because that's a scam.
If you've lost money to a scam, report it to the BBB, the FTC, or your local law enforcement. Well, keep some water nearby. Don't plan on turning off the AC anytime soon. Today is going to be another hot and humid one. Austin's back with your first warn forecast coming up next.
What's my favorite part about my French door fridge from Furniture and Appliance Mart? One word: drama.
At At Menards, we've got the tools you need to tackle your outdoor projects. This Brute by Briggs & Stratton 3000 PSI pressure washer is built to handle the toughest grime. Save 11% on all Briggs & Stratton pressure washers and outdoor power. Tidy your lawn with Works power tools. This cordless trimmer easily converts to an edger so you can keep your yard looking sharp. Save 11% on all Works outdoor power tools now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
The best of the best store-wide sale of the summer is on now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 50% off in-stock furniture doorbusters. Then you choose between our 2 best bonus deals of the entire year. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Hi, folks. Coming up Friday on News 3 Now this morning, another concerning story about home improvement scams. And we're continuing our Wandering Wisconsin series. Josh Sprider is checking out Spring Green for us. We'll see you from 4:30 until 7 on News 3 Now this morning. We are hoping to get our community on the road to recovery. There's a lot of joy and excitement.
To go back to normal school. So happy to not have to worry as much.
It has been another great turnout.
News 3 Now, taking action to protect everyone from COVID-19. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Time for the Midwest Farm Report. Let's check in with Pam Yankee. Hi, Pam. How you doing today?
You know what? Hot and sticky, just like everybody else in the state, that's for sure. And we're going to get even hotter and stickier in just a minute here. I'm heading out to Mount Horeb. As soon as I get done with the noon show, I'll be out there from 1 until 3 at Gimpler's retail location on Main Street with our Wisconsin Needs Farmers T-shirts. Those are just $15, and we're hoping that everybody's going to buy them out. We'd kind of like to keep this going and then start generating funds for associations and organizations that are helping our Wisconsin farmers either through direct financial assistance or support mechanisms. So I've gotten an awful lot of feedback from Channel 3 viewers on social media and emails, people saying that they don't live close to Mount Horeb. How can they get them? You can also jump online, Gemplers.com/WI Farm, and you'll see the T-shirts that are available there. We're hoping to be able to fulfill everybody's order before Father's Day. So I'll see you out at Mount Horeb, 109 East Main Street from 1 until 3 as quick as I can get out there. So today it was all about the World Ag Supply Demand Report. Now, this is not normally a newsmaker as far as corn and soybeans are concerned, but given the weather-related concerns we're witnessing not just in the United States, but in Brazil and Argentina, traders trained their eye on what was happening there. The report ended up being supportive or bullish for corn, a little bearish for soybeans, but I see now, I just glanced before I got in front of the camera here, and even new crop soybeans have managed to overcome the report and are trading stronger in on the midday. Big concern again about the dry weather that Brazil and Argentina are facing and what their ultimate yields will look like. A little bit too early for us to second guess what's going to happen in the United States. Barrel cheese today up a penny at $1.60 3/4. 40-pound block cheese up 4 3/4 cents at $1.50 1/2. Double A butter up a quarter at $1.79 1/4 per pound. So like I said, I may not be pretty to look at standing outside Mount Horeb, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun to catch up with people and see their enthusiasm and support our Wisconsin farmers.
And one more time, what was that website, Gemplers.com?
Yep, Gemplers.com/WI Farm. We'll take you right to the T-shirts.
All right, wonderful. Have fun out there, Pam. I hope you get to meet a lot of folks.
All right,
And
sounds
stay
good.
cool. See you tomorrow. Let's head over to the Weather Center now. Austin just had a great idea. If you don't have air conditioning, tell them what you were saying about freeze a bowl of water and put it in front of a fan.
When I was in college, this is what I did to stay cool, and it really did work, at least a little bit. I would get a big bowl of water, I'd freeze it, and then right before I went to bed, I'd put that right in front of a fan so it would blow over the cold air. You know, it'd be a few degrees chillier, so I mean, it felt decent. But yeah, if you don't have AC, that does help at least a little bit, especially if you're trying to fall right to sleep at the end of a long day. But outside right now, lots of sunshine, just a little bit of cloud cover. Again, if you don't have AC, you're going to notice the inside of your house really heating up pretty quickly yet again. And overnight temperatures only falling into the mid to upper 60s and low 70s. That doesn't really allow us a lot of time to actually cool things back down. But a few things of note: it's going to stay hot, well above average. The humidity will stick around for at least the next few days. That brings that chance for a spotty afternoon shower or storm. Not the greatest chance, but then the humidity actually drops for next week. So that means we're going to see a lot of dry conditions. Even these spotty chances are not so great. So unfortunately, that drought continues. We need rainfall. Temperatures, however, right now, mid to upper 80s, and a few of those low 90s are scattered around. But you take a peek at our heat index. This is what it actually feels like outside. 92 in Madison, out west in Bosco Bell, 96 degrees, and just down to our south in Janesville, it still feels like it's right about 89. These are our dew points right now, and they are a little bit higher than what we have seen. Again, earlier last week, we were seeing these in the 30s and 40s, but now we're starting to see those 60s returning for the dew points and even some 70s, unfortunately. Now, our 6 to 10-day temperature outlook is still going to show slightly warmer than average temperatures, but we are going to stay above average for quite some time. Normal high is going to continue to rise, but it's still 77 degrees. So our high temperatures over this next week, 80s and 90s over the next few days, we are going to remain well above average. Doppler track as of right now, not currently seeing those pop-up showers, but just like what we saw yesterday, that is a possibility. I saw a downpour at my apartment yesterday, lasted about 5 minutes, and there was sun shining pretty much the entire time. So it's going to be one of those days again here. These showers and storms up north. Unfortunately, I wish we could pull these way down south, but not going to be the case here for today. So we're not expecting widespread rain showers and storms for today, but we're still in that moderate drought phase, and unfortunately not the best news with our extended outlooks here, staying quite a bit drier than average, and we do need the rain showers. So this is what we're looking at with our future track. Again, a lot of us will stay dry yet again for today, but we still could see that pop-up shower here and there. And then in the overnight hours, again, temperatures only falling to the upper 60s and low 70s. So even if you have your windows open, it's not going to cool things down too much, unfortunately. And then for Friday, we do have a little bit of a better chance to see a pop-up shower or storm in the afternoon hours, but nothing widespread. We need a good day or two of widespread lighter showers, and our rain chances just not supporting that right now. Just about 10 to 20% chance for quite some time. This afternoon, we have a high of 90 degrees. It's going to be partly sunny, but that possible chance there for a shower or a storm. And then for the 10-day forecast, lots of sunshine there for next week, lower humidity, so it'll feel nice outside, but we're in desperate need of rain showers, so it'll feel great, but outdoors, we need the rain.
Okay, we'll keep hoping for that. Austin, thank you. It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Meet Jamal, a domestic long-hair adult male, about, wow, how cute, about 1 year old. He's very playful and entertaining. Jamal enjoys moving around a lot and playing with toys. And during the Dane County Humane Society's 100th anniversary last month, Jamal got in the spirit by wearing a gold birthday hat, just when you thought he couldn't get any cuter. If you're interested in adopting Jamal or checking out any of the animals at the Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. And we have some good news. Bruno, the dog we featured 2 weeks ago, has been adopted. You may remember he enjoyed the cake that was made for him at the anniversary party, and he's probably eating very well in his new home. Congratulations, Bruno. If you're looking for some great summer deals, visit the Dane County Humane Society's thrift store located on Watts Road on Madison's west side. Proceeds benefit the shelter. The store has a great assortment of clothing, pet supplies, and other items, and they also accept donations. The hours are on your screen. There's more to come today on News 3 Now at noon. When we come back, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We're a nation that loves bacon. As a matter of fact, we've got a new way for you to have your bacon, and I have a pretty good feeling you're going to love it.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture on the line, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
He's here! He's here!
It's happening!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation, plus no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
We're a nation that loves bacon. As a matter of fact, these days we can find bacon in everything from ice cream and donuts to Band-Aids and even lip balm. Can you imagine kissing those lips? To celebrate the divine swine, we've come up with a warm bacon dressing that'll add excitement to anything from a simple salad and cooked veggies to grilled chicken or fish. So let's get started. We begin by dicing a pound of bacon and cooking it until it's nice and crispy. As for the type of bacon, you can use just about anything, from whatever's on sale to hickory, applewood, peppered, or even maple glazed. Then we add some apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, a good amount of sugar, and black pepper. We let that simmer until the sugar dissolves, and it's ready to serve. And if you want the pieces of bacon a bit smaller, you can pour the whole thing into a blender and just give it a whirl. If you've never been a big fan of salads, just wait until you try this one. With its warm, smoky, sweet and sour dressing, it's a real game changer. To get the recipe for our warm bacon dressing, all you have to do is visit our website. I promise you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, where today we found a brilliant bacony way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Oh, man. Another check here at our final forecast right now. It's going to be, again, a hot one outside with partly sunny skies, but we're going to see a 90-degree high temperature for today. A possibility of an afternoon shower or storm that could end up popping up. That's what we're watching out for as of right now. Tonight's low only 68 degrees. An early shower or storm is possible, but most of the nighttime hours, just like this afternoon, will end up staying dry. Another chance for a shower or storm, especially late in the day on Friday, and then we fall right back into that very dry pattern. We've already been into a dry pattern, but it gets even drier for next week with the temperatures slightly falling off.
All right, Austin, thank you. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you back here for Live at 4.